Good day, everyone. Ali Safi here from Safi Financial Network. Today is December 12th, 2024. Another daily analysis. Market going down today, 29 basis points to the downside. S&P 500 still within this uptrend. Market is very stretched, folks. So this is kind of like a repetition from my previous shows as well. Um, Bulls, bears, everyone actually should welcome if there is any corrective move to the downside, especially for bulls like me. I would love to see this correction happens this week, next week, whenever it's coming. I would welcome that one because that's going to be very healthy market environment if we get a correction move. Otherwise, if market just keep grinding higher, we're going to see overstretched, overbought in a monthly and weekly chart. And that's going to be very bad for the market because the next correction is going to be very painful. So even myself, I'm 100% bull. Probably you're just saying, hey, Ali, every single time you're saying the correction is coming, it doesn't mean that I'm bear. I don't short the market. I'm bull. I'm invested most of my assets, most of my cash. And right now I am at a new all-time high in my portfolio. But it doesn't mean that I keep invested when market is just giving me a shallow corrective move. I need to invest when market giving me a good buying opportunity, something like in August happened, something like in September actually. We bowed a bit. I was waiting for more corrective move to get back to the market. It didn't give me that enough corrective move, but still it is not bad. So this bullish consolidation fell to the downside and we see the rally is coming afterwards. Even the election pivot actually result of this correction. Right now, we don't see any corrective move, and potentially this choppiness is going to be here until Christmas time. So when we are getting into January, new season is coming, new quarter is coming, new year is coming, and potentially markets show a different behavior. Right now, I would say S&P 500, it is overstretched, overbought even today, 29 basis shallow corrective move, but it doesn't mean that we are getting into a correction just because the stochastic is coming down. And if we doing sideways consolidation, stochastic is getting to oversold condition again, and we are getting another buy signal to the upside. Consolidation is kind of like the corrective period at this time being, but I would say the better correction is going to be the bigger and deeper correction to here. So if we get here somewhere around 56 to 5700, that would be a fantastic scenario for S&P 500. But I'm not sure if that happens. Potentially, we will see some kind of like a very shallow corrective move to maximum 5900, maximum 6000, and then getting back to the upside by Santa Claus rally. So we will see how it goes. Moving on to Nasdaq, which is coming down today as well. By the way, today PPI number just came up, and the CPI and PPI shows us that inflation still is sticky. So 2.5 by 3.5% for both is not a good kind of like inflation forecast or perspective that Federal Reserve wants. If Federal Reserve bring the rate down, the inflation is gonna jump back up. If they keep interest rate as high as is, then business are gonna be into trouble and they're gonna hurt that much. So right now, Federal Reserve has a tough time to navigate through this tough time just because there are lots of geopolitical tensions around the world. As you see, Middle East, Syria, Iraq, right now, Turkey, Azerbaijan, Iran, everything, Israel. So when you see those stuff, I would say everyone needs to be careful and cautious. Usually when geopolitical tensions are high, the gold price is going to outperform the stock market. Today, actually, gold hammered, by the way. We will get to that one. But usually the stock market is going to be in bad shape. But around the world, the stock market is kind of like a mixed basket. But in US, this is pretty good. So again, for the Nasdaq, if we get any corrective move to 21,200, that would be the area that I'm looking at for a great buying opportunity. Right now, there is no kind of like, I would say there is no a deeper corrective move, at least for interesting level to get back to the bull side. So stay tuned if there is any kind of like a shallow correction to 21,200, 21,000. 150. That would be kind of like the scenario that we can get back to small nibble into the Nasdaq. Moving on to Dow Jones, which is better. I would say Dow, this is the type of corrective move that we want to see, and it's coming to my target area, which is 43,400 to 43,500. So that's the area that I'm looking at. So if Dow is getting closer to this area, I would say this is going to be a good buying opportunity, getting back to some value names, and they're going to just go higher, especially if that collides with S&P 500 is going down and getting into a corrective move. Then that would be kind of like the fantastic scenario for a healthy market. Right now the market is kind of like in a shaky way for the Dow, which is a buying opportunity, I would say, if it comes here. So we'll see how it goes. Moving on to gold, which hammered today, just going down. Gold is getting to this top, to this white range bar, and just a slaughter down today, getting into this level, which is at 2680. So this is the level that previously resistance, and I put my stop loss here for the short trade, actually risk-free activated, because we went into kind of like a small profit, then getting back to the upside and risk-free activated, by the way. And gold is getting to 2680, a final support here, at least for a short term. So if it breaks through to the downside, I would say this is going to be a double top scenario, and we can go lower than this to my ultimate target, which is going to be a fantastic scenario if it gets there. So we'll see how it goes, how it's going to move next week, tomorrow as well. So that's going to be interesting to see how gold is going to outperform or underperform the market. Moving on to silver, 3% down, silver forming a reversal, folks. So this is the chart that I want to see. Silver has a kind of like a better, clear pattern that we see this kind of like a head and shoulder formation is forming. And if it gets below this 29.50 per ounce, then we can see deeper corrective move to my ultimate level, which is going to be 26 to 27. So keep an eye on this, because that's going to be interesting scenario for silver and the silver miners. Moving on to crude, which had a volatile session. Crude after last 3 days positive, it just getting back down today, just a small hiccup here, still above $70, which is a bullish structure. I would say a light at the end of the tunnel, but still this trend line needs to broken firmly. So today is going to be a back test, and we want to see another potential upside move to the upside, breaking above this pivot, and this pivot would be very, very important, because the next resistance or next important supply area, I would say this is a resistance area, is going to be here, which is a 72.87. So this is the area that we see the choppiness, and lots of support and resistance actually level are forming here. So 72.87, 72.67, that's the area for crude to get back in. So we need to see another surge to the upside for crude if it wants to keep its bullish momentum. Moving on to individual names, starting with Bitcoin, choppiness is still here, forming ending diagonal. It's very, very choppy, sloppy here, but this is good. This is not bad. Usually it breaks through to the downside for a corrective move before the next rally, but sometimes we see that the parabolic move is just initiated after this choppy consolidation to the upside. Right now, 99,000, so it's pretty close to 100 level, 100,000 level. Moving on to Ethereum, which had a positive day today. Still higher shadows are here around 4,000, and getting below 4,000 closed it. And bond yield, PPI number and CPI number actually just initiate rally on the bond yield. Bond yield just got a thread. That put pressure on Treasury. Treasury just the water falling to the downside, $91. So we closed our option actually here, which in a profit, fantastic profit. But right now, I would say this is kind of like giving us another potential buying opportunity for Treasury to just getting back to the upside for a cash secure put somewhere around here. That would be kind of like interesting. Moving on to VIX, VIX 2% up, still forming the bottom here. Dixie get a strength a bit and getting back to the upside nicely. 107 recaptured, and still choppiness is here between 108 to 105. So we'll see how it goes. Moving on to magma indicator after yesterday high, it just got a nominal new all-time high, coming back down. Even after hours, it goes down. Apple, just a positive day among the other names. Most of them are negative today. Apple forming small bullish consolidation here, which is bullish. Amazon, $1.29 down. Not a bad session after nice surge to the upside. Amazon needs to pull back at least to this area. I would say that's going to be great buying opportunity in Amazon if it gets here. But there is going to be a chance if we get to this top here, which is this red bar as well. So if we get to this area, potentially that's going to be the first buying opportunity. The second one is going to be deeper one, getting into 202, 203. Meta is negative today, $1.89. Microsoft after pop to 456, getting back down below 450, and after hours it took hit. So this is kind of like, I would say, intermediate top. Potentially Microsoft is heading down for backtest this broken trend line here. So we will see. That's going to be a good buying opportunity, I would say, if Microsoft is getting back down to here for a nice pullback. So we'll see how it goes. Moving on to Google, $3.44 down after yesterday's surge to the upside. Netflix, $11 down today. Tesla coming down today after yesterday a new all-time high. Today actually got new all-time high as well, nominal new all-time high coming back down. Semiconductor index is still, they're weak and they're kind of like a shaky lagging. SMH, $2.38 down. Stocks the same pattern here going down. Taiwan Semiconductor, $3 down today. AMD just formed a positive after yesterday. Hit the bottom here, 125.95. Right now it's 130. So we'll see if it's going to be the short-term bottom or it's going to just have another potential last final dip to here for a great buying opportunity. We'll see. NVIDIA, $2 down. And Texas Instruments just formed a bottom here, but after hours it took hit. So still struggling to find a bottom. Lam Research are going down 3%, 3.39% to the downside. So we'll see. This is kind of like the scenario for Lam Research that I call as like a bull flag and also reverse head and shoulder. So as long as we are above this pivot, which is 68, I would say that is bullish for Lam Research, especially for the bigger picture. XLF, financial spiders, they're just heading down. This is a bearish pattern. We can get to $45 to $47 for bottom. KBE, the same pattern here, 56, I would say is coming down the road. KRE, 80 cents, can be potential scenario to $60, 56 cents. JP Morgan, the same here, 225.84, that's the area. Goldman Sachs at 95 cents down. And Bank of America, zero change here, but Wells Fargo, 80 cents down, and it can go lower, I believe, to fill up this gap for minimum target to $64. Gold miners, actually, with gold price and silver price today, just going down. GDX at 3.66% to downside. I believe yesterday was kind of like a fake breakout. So we'll see if gold is heading down. When silver chart actually tells me this is bearish, so we should just be careful on that one. AEM, $2.14 down today, and Newmont 72 cents down. Franco-Nevada, $2.78 down, and Gold Barrick 46 cents down here as well. Moving on to the XLE, which is Energy Spider, 73 cents down, pretty close to the bottom, I would say. These stocks are getting ready for a nice bottoming formation. I would say they're getting to interesting level. XOP forming a bearish consolidation, which may see another dip down for a potential low to 132. Then we can see another uptick move. OIHF, $4.56 down. Exxon just coming down and formed the bottom here. Positive candle after a while. Seems like the momentum is shifting to the upside. We're getting to interesting pivotal area here. Chevron, now not bottom yet, but the momentum of the downside is getting closer to be done, especially when we get to 147 to 152. So this is the area that I'm looking at. All right, folks, I believe I covered everything. If you like this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and have a good one. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.